This is what you call a cake-free foundation routine makeup hack tutorial. Let's get into it. Okay, so hello my lovelies. I'm coming at you guys today with a makeup hack video. I get this question so much when it comes to my skin. People ask me, how's your foundation so flawless? So I said, let's just make a detailed video for my hacks for how I achieve that. First, I started out with a wash and moisturized face, but the trick to my smooth and flawless foundation application is I actually double moisturize. So I actually just finished moisturizing my face with the Neutrogena Naturals. It's been on my face for like the past 10 minutes. But then I'm gonna go in with this Olay Luminous Whips, and I use this as my primer, and it's a moisturizer, but I use it as a primer. I kind of excessively put it on to basically avoid having any dry patches on my face. You're just gonna blend that all in your skin and focus on any areas that are usually dry. And I usually look dry under my eyes, so I make sure to moisturize really good under my eyes. Okay, cool. So now that your face is nice and moisturized, I let this sit on my face for about 2 minutes. Let's start the clock. So it's been about 2 minutes and I let this stuff sit on my face. I'm just going in with a foundation of choice. Today I'm just using Makeup Forever. Not my favorite, but I ain't got no other foundation. I just put it on a Real Technique sponge. I tend to squeeze out the majority of the water. I don't like really wet sponges. And then I just kind of place on my face where I want it to go. And then I blend out. It's a very light tapping motion. You do not have to go hard on your face. Just be very gentle with it. I find that you get the best coverage and it doesn't squeeze or take a lot of your product in the sponge. After that, I just follow up with my contour of choice. Today, I'll just be using my Smashbox Studio Skin in the color 4.0 to just contour my face. It's pretty much done. That's why I'm digging through it. So that is how I create a perfect base for my foundation without it looking cakey. Now the next question that I tend to get is, how is your concealer not dry or flaky? And I definitely want to say it's very important to have a moisturized under eye area. If you don't, it can definitely look very cakey and dry, and it's just not a cute look. So today I'm actually going in with It's Us HD Concealer from Sistar Cosmetics in the color Golden Beige. And I like this concealer because it's not super drying, and it is a very natural finish. So it's not super full coverage, but it's very creamy, so it's not drying. Then I just go over it a little bit with my Milani honey sometimes, just because the color is a little bit too light for me and the honey is more of a deeper color, so I just go over it with that and I just blend out. And you want to be gentle with your under eye area because it's a very sensitive part of your face. I just drag whatever excess is up, but very light because you don't want too much concealer up there. Then I just blend out my forehead. Boom, you have very natural looking concealer and everything still looks very good and it doesn't look dry. So now this is sometimes the part where people mess up with concealer is, there's a whole baking thing that we've all been kind of taught throughout these years, but when you're using your setting powder, and in the case I'm using Ben Nye, I try not to use more than what can already be blended in my skin with the sponge. So if you have a super white cast under your eye, you're most likely gonna look super dry. I'm not really that big into baking, so I typically put the powder on and blend it in with the sponge, especially concentrating on my crease area, and then down the bridge of my nose. And up here, just because I do have a wrinkle in between my brows because I frown a lot. And as you can see, the powder is pretty much pressed in my skin already. I don't leave the powder on my skin to look like this because that will give you a very dry look under your eye when you wipe it off. Way back when, I used to actually bake and leave it on for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but now I actually do not bake. I put the powder on, and then no more than 20 seconds later, I'm pressing it in my skin. I'm not wiping it off, I'm literally pressing it in my skin. To kind of complete the flawless beat, I go in with a really good setting powder, which is my MAC Skin Finish. You guys, if you watch my videos, you know that I love this powder. It's very important to set your face with something that works well for your skin type. So I have combination skin, so I find that this works for my skin without making me look cakey or dry. I go around my highlight, but I set everything else. And the reason why I go around my highlight is because we already set it with Ben Nye Powder. All right. So I put my lashes on. So now when it comes to dimension of the face, to finish up a flawless face of makeup, you need to add dimension back to your face. So yes, I've contoured already, but it's very important to me at least to add dimension with other things. So I have this amazing palette from Deck of Scarlet. I was sent this like a while ago, but I finally decided that today is the day that I want to play in it because the colors are perfect for what I need for this tutorial. It has these lovely super spring and summer, but then these two bad boys are like my favorite right now because this is exactly what I need. I have Rockstar right here, which I'm thinking I'll use as a highlight. Let me just swatch this really quick on my hand. It's like a really subtle highlight. And then we have Lovesick right here, which is a very pigmented pink right here. So everything's super pigmented. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Rockstar on the highest points of my cheeks. Oh, this is so pretty. So I just want a subtle highlight. I don't want anything too major. Oh, I really like this highlight. It's like super natural and super pretty. Now for blush, I tend not to really wear blush unless I'm like really feeling froggy. Just to add a little bit of dimension, I'm just gonna take a very fluffy, as you can see, it's a very fluffy brush. I'm just gonna take that and lightly dip in this and go on the apples of my cheeks. And even though it's very subtle and you may not see it, in person, it will reflect that color and it adds dimension back to your face. Just drag it up. So definitely check out Deck of Scarlet. They have a subscription service for $29.95 per month to get the latest and greatest palettes. Now to complete your flawless face and to avoid cake face. Oh my God, again, avoid cake face. You need a really good setting spray. I tend to like setting sprays that are more like, you know, primer waters or like MAC Skin Fix Plus, things like that that are very hydrating. That is what you want to set your face with. So I tend not to get like the mattifying sprays or any of those because I don't know what agents they have in them. Sometimes they leave like a powder finish on your face. It's a no bueno and they leave dry patches. So I'm actually going in with the Photo Finish Primer Water. My favorite is Skin Finish, but I finished it, so I have no more. So I have to re-up on my MAC Skin Plus because I keep making up names for it. I don't even know what to call it. I think it's Fix Plus, but that's my favorite one. But this is my second favorite. You're gonna wanna go in on your face, okay? Watch. Don't be scared of the primer water. Do not. And you are all good money. Leave a comment below and let me know if you're digging this new highlight. I'm actually really liking it. Wow. Okay guys, so that was my 6 makeup hacks to get the perfect cake-free foundation going on your face, as well as having dimension. Like so. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment below. That's not what I was trying to say. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and leave a comment below. Let me know what looks you guys want to see next or what videos you want to see next. Whether it's natural hair, makeup, fitness, whatever the case may be, I definitely want to hear your requests. I'll leave all of the information below in the description box of what products I use, as well as the Deck of Scarlet information if you want to sign up for the subscription service for their eyeshadow and makeup palettes. Okay, I gotta go. I'm running late, you know, the usual. Bye!